It's easy to think about the big ethics violations that hit the headline news, the financial crisis, the stacking financial products in the wrong direction, sexual harassment charges. Here, I mean, we see headline news all over, and we wonder why somebody didn't say something before then. But I see, and I suspect you see from your students throughout their life, that there's a lot more subtle issues. Like, let's take a trivial one, reporting expenses. You get advice all the time in the company about it's okay to do this, but you can't do that. And here's how you, in effect, sort of cheat at it. Or somebody says something that's sort of sexually or racially inappropriate. It makes you a little awkward. You don't say anything about it. Nobody speaks up about it. I think it's those smaller things that really plague people. What's your perspective on this one?
I know I don't. I actually think there's no such thing as a small matter when it comes to ethics and values. And the reason is that if you study some of these larger scandals, whether they're sexual harassment scandals or financial scandals, and you go back to the source of them, they're very often hiding in some small favor that someone asked on a financial reporting issue, or some ambiguous sexual predatory move that someone decided they would just let pass. And two things happen when you let things pass, or you involve yourself by letting someone persuade you to join them in some misbehavior, even if it looks small. One is you are on the slippery slope. So the next time they come to ask you, it's harder to say no because you said yes. Mm-hmm. And the next request is going to increase the stakes, not going to decrease, going to increase. So now you're further in, and the other thing that happens is once you are further in, they've got you, because if you report later, you're reporting yourself, and so the fear that you were going to be retaliated against, or that this person was going to take it out on you in some way, now is a fear that you'll be swept into the conspiracy when the authorities do follow your advice and do something about it. And we see that over and over. The failure to take action is itself actionable and condemnatory when it comes to evaluating it morally or ethically. So I don't think there is such a thing as a small thing. Now, that doesn't mean you have to take a small thing and blow it into some massive problem and go up to the top floor and turn on the megaphones and start broadcasting, from the top of the building. I think what it means is you have to take that as an action item. So, okay, I've got this. And the book tries to outline, this is partly in response to my students' request, really outlines a 4-step action template to follow, whether the issues are small or big.